What can Wi-Fi do in your imagination? Bring Jurassic Park to the classroom.
Guide me to do what I want and where I need to be in an airport.
Generate images of organs to help diagnose accurately.
Enable stores to adjust to the rapidly changing world.
Secure and customize financial services. Enable global teams to collaborate and discuss new ideas.
Make factories completely automatic. Are such dreams too much to ask from Wi-Fi? With Air Engine Wi-Fi 6, such dreams are now a reality.
Air Engine Wi-Fi 6 is developed with the world's most advanced 5G network, bringing everyone ubiquitous connectivity, automatic operations, and a seamless, integrated experience.
Air Engine Wi-Fi 6, powered by Huawei 5G.
Welcome, everyone, to the third edition of the CXO 50 Awards and Conclave 2021. It has been a crazy year since we last met last year. I don't know if crazy is the technical term to describe it, but resilience has been the name of the game. And it was just as vital in surviving challenges and thriving this year. The pandemic has clearly demonstrated the value of digital initiatives, and the way forward is increasing the speed of digital transformation. We have seen an accelerated adoption of cloud computing to improve operational efficiencies, collaboration and digital workspace tools when remote work became the norm. Spotlight on automation to reduce costs when businesses started to scale back in the wake of challenging economic conditions, and a renewed focus on cybersecurity as a result of an alarming rise in phishing and ransomware attacks. In today's times, the CIO and the CISO have a crucial role to play ensuring business run without disruptions. They have set up remote working capabilities at scale. We've seen building of resiliency into the core systems. They're making sure employees have access to information and tools. And of course, we need to maintain 24/7 customer service and address the security challenge of remotely working. However, the crisis is far from over. The real challenge now is how to plan for the post-pandemic world. There's a huge cost pressure on businesses, and we are going to see a fundamental shift in business operating models in the near future. IT and security leaders now will have to think of a plan to revive and revitalize the business. We're going to start today's proceedings with a keynote address and a couple of expert panel discussions that will explore the ways to navigate the complex world of the new normal. So as attendees, you're all in listen mode. You want to post socially, please use the hashtag CXOME. You can call out to us on Twitter, CXO Insight Middle East, on LinkedIn. And just for everybody to know, this webinar is being recorded and a link will be shared with all attendees upon your request. To deliver our keynote address, before the keynote address, we do have if you get social with us and if you're tweeting on Twitter and LinkedIn, we have a Bose SoundLink color. I'm actually using one today. Look, but mine is not colored. So please join us socially, tweet, LinkedIn, and we will be giving away one of the Bose Sound Color 2 speakers as a gift. So without further ado, to deliver, as you can see on the agenda, our first item is a keynote address around the future ready, how to become future ready with VMware, respond, adapt, and accelerate. And to deliver the keynote address, let me invite Kelly Latza on the virtual stage. Kelly is the UAE's senior manager for VMware, based out of Dubai. She has 14 years experience selling enterprise infrastructure, having started her career at Dell EMC, followed by Quantum and now VMware. Kelly moved to the UAE in August 2016 after relocating from the US, where she was hired to be a part of the very first VMware vSAN team in 2013. Over the past 7.5 years with VMware, Kelly has been focused on all things software-defined, holding various sales and management roles, and has helped to pioneer VMware's HCI business from the ground floor in the US to Metna, and now is thrilled to see the solutions become mainstream as a key pillar of VMware's multi-cloud strategy. Kelly, the virtual stage is yours. We can't hear you, Kelly, if you are speaking. Oh, there you go. You're good to go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
There we go. The fun of virtual. Thank you so much. All right, and everybody can see my screen, I hope. Perfect. Well, thank you very much for that kind introduction, and it's a pleasure to be here today. What we're going to talk about today is more around how we are here as VMware, as thought leaders and a partner to be alongside you as you go through this journey and really adapt and respond to this pandemic situation that we've all been a part of. So when we look at the quick agenda we're going to cover, we're really going to focus on, our personal experience at VMware and what we've learned and what we can share to helpfully guide you through your own specific custom journey. And we'll also go through the unique roadmap and solution set that we have available for you to help you get through each of those steps quickly and ultimately return to a growth model. So when we look at, VMware today, I like to start with, a quote from our former CEO. He delivered this, right at the start of the pandemic last March. And like every business last March, VMware, we found ourselves in a situation where we were trying to respond as a company to a global pandemic. Like everyone, we worried about what needed to change, what we needed to do to protect our employees and our customers and our business. Luckily for us, because we built a company around solving business problems with technology, we were able to navigate that uncertainty period quicker, and we were able to come out stronger, more resilient, and ready to move towards, future initiatives. But as we started on this journey and we really started to address this crisis we were all faced with, what we found is that there was a really unique commonality of this journey that we were on. And it was a journey that many customers of our own were dealing with and experiencing. And we noticed a specific pattern, one that we could actually document and create a framework that would be easy to follow as we collaborate and as we build a roadmap back to growth. One of the things he says, as you can see in this quote, is, at a time when business as usual is not normal, we need to shift our focus to how we help each other. Our main mission at VMware is to really be there for our customers and to make sure that we can assist you through all of these phases. And when we go through the phases, it's really interesting to see, that immediate response. The immediate response we're seeing is really around triage. How do I stabilize the business? How do I, enable a remote workforce to ensure the health and safety of our employees and our customers? And how do we understand and adapt to this new world that we're living in? And then finally, once we can achieve this stability, how do we take that and how do we apply those lessons learned and turn this into an opportunity for us to grow and get better? And this is really the natural progression that we're seeing. So when we look at this rapidly changing environment and how it's becoming a time where as a business or as an IT leader, we're seeing more uncertainty than we've ever seen in the past. And during the pandemic, what we've really noticed is that this experience has been a collective one. It's been an experience that's been felt a universal topic, if you will, that's been felt across all industries, all organizations, across all corners of the globe. And what we're noticing is that although it's universal in concept, the experience has been very personal and very unique. And the path forward we're anticipating is going to be equally as unique. So no one or two frameworks is going to look alike. But what we are finding is that as IT leaders and businesses, we have an opportunity to collaborate together and develop a solution to lead our companies forward. And what we're seeing is a set of challenges and discussion points that are being raised for us to open these discussions and start building this plan. So if we look at, the set of different challenges that you can see on the screen, it ranges from a range of near-term questions and topics that we can address, from how are we responding? What areas do we need to evolve, adapt, change? How do we protect ourselves now and into the future? And we'll also look at things like, how do we make sure that we are using technology as something that can propel us forward? Or how are we optimizing costs and preparing for the next, unprecedented event that will come? So it's all about, being able to grasp all these different concepts. And we're under no misconception that this is going to be a journey. What we're finding is that with our customers is that majority of them are just getting started on this new path and new journey. Although we're starting to see things evolve, like we're seeing vaccines, we're slowly seeing businesses come back to normal. But what we are finding is that our businesses and customers, like all of us, we're just figuring this out. We're just at the beginning to uncover what this crisis will look like for us, and it's going to be really in tune to how we respond. So when we look at this model, I want to emphasize that it really is a focus on how we can work together, how we can partner. And as VMware, we're navigated and we're committed to help you navigate this process together. And what we want to help you do is make sure that we're equipping you with the right tools and resources to deliver the things that your company needs in this moment, but also that will sustain your business now and as we move forward. So as we look at what this framework looks like, VMware, we took our experience and what we were hearing from other customers, and we've put it into a future-ready, clear, pragmatic model that's really built for customers to guide every organization, no matter what industry you are in, to help you respond to current challenges, adapt, and accelerate to get back to innovation. And really what this comes down to is phase one: respond, adapt, accelerate, taking us through, that reactive stance to a more proactive stance, to a stance where we can invest in innovation and really focusing back on the growth. So if I go through each of these very simply, it's about keeping the current business operations up and running and protecting the business apps, ensuring everything's protected, secured. Are we equipped with our workforce to deliver new capabilities or services that they require that in the past we weren't able to deliver remotely? How do we ensure secure access to applications no matter where our employees or customers are at in the world? What we're seeing is that customers typically move in and out of this phase rather quickly. Where we're seeing customers still in the response phase is really around helping to enable those remote workforces. maybe we weren't exactly as prepared as we needed to when we needed to react, or maybe it wasn't having a secured or tested, proven DR model, right? We face similar things ourselves. The second phase is about adapting, right? How do I move out of this reactive model to really establishing that stability? This phase is really about making decisions and smart investments, prioritizing what you need and starting to build that roadmap on how to reach that accelerate state. What we see here is a lot of customers are looking at, how do we use what we have, right? You have a lot of current investments. How can we leverage that? How can we use cloud technologies to optimize costs? How do we manage all the demand of different multiple clouds while still using, resources that we have on site? A lot of customers will be looking at, leveraging current systems to deliver more with less and ultimately drive more efficiency and optimization. And then as we move into phase 3, this will be, the desired end state. This is where we really want to help our customers get. And customers that can go through phase 1 to phase 2 to phase 3 typically have gone through a digital transformation or have the building blocks of that foundation. And really in this phase, we're seeing this is where we can deploy new initiatives focused on, making that remote work or remote services offering more applicable. This is where we're able to invest in the future and start to use technology as an innovation tool to move us forward. And if I can click. So if I take this framework and double click down into this, what I want to focus on is 3 unique phases that our customers are really asking for our support on. So if we look at the different phases, there's key areas that customers have told us we need these things to be enabled and future ready. When we look across, we have a phase for our workforce, for cloud operations, and then finally into application development. And as we go through the model, it's very purposefully built. Is where you'll see in phase 1, the workforce, you're seeing an immediate need to enable that work from home or that global automation, right? Where we can access the applications on any device. And you're starting to see customers just look at cloud and develop that strategy, and probably a little bit less focus on application development in phase 1. But as we move through phase 2 and phase 3, you can see the shift. As we adapt, we start to shift our investment from, keeping the lights on to really starting to innovate and accelerating what's going to differentiate our business and move us forward into the future. So as we look at how we move through these phases, there's a few things that we would recommend to keep in mind, and we can double click into every single one of these into more detail, where we can go into specific questions, specific action plans that you can apply depending on where you're at and what's a priority for you. So it really is about making you future ready and adapting this to where you're at. And finally, I wanted to share, VMware's journey, right? Not only is this a model that we've seen work for our customers, but it's worked for us ourselves. So when we look at our journey, as we mentioned, as a company, we were just like every other company across the world. We just happened to have a digital model that was built on our digital transformation strategy. And because we had this in place, we found that we were able to use that cloud model to accelerate some of our other phases a little bit quicker. What was interesting is that, we had the basics in place for products that we were developing. And what we saw is that although we had the foundation, there were still a lot of issues that we had. So to give you an idea, when we were going from this respond phase, we had this, virtual desktop type solution in place, but only about 5% of our workforce was 100% remote. So nearly overnight, we had to go from 5% remote workforce to 95% remote workforce. And we had 30,000 employees online virtually overnight when this unprecedented event kicked in. And what we had to do was change how we operated, changed how we as a business interacted with our R&D teams. One of the things that we definitely had to adapt was, how do we deliver our flagship products and releases our customers needed on time, even when we're moving to remote work, as well as adapting to a new model. A lot of times, you'll hear me say, technology is the easy part, but it's the people process that is going to take the longest, right? But as we transition to this internally, we found that we were ready to adapt, and we were able to transition to deliver all of our major flagship product releases in a timely manner. We were able to establish new models, and we were able to actually start delivering new services that our customers needed, whether it's around proactive support, transitioning to a collaborative model, and even as a business internally, we've launched new initiatives to help us and our customers go faster to the future, to get back to an area of growth, and to start driving and expanding on new models that we're hearing are applicable for you, right? So we're talking about things like SaaS subscription, and how can we leverage different hybrid cloud type solutions. So with that being said, in terms of where do we start? This is a lot of information to go through in about 15 minutes, but just to provide you with an overview of what the framework looks like, this is only the start, and this doesn't work without collaboration with your input. And what we want to position is VMware as a resource for you, as a support, as a consultant that we can partner with you to help guide you through these phases using technologies either you already have, but also making sure we can help optimize your processes and deliver and get you back to that delivery mode. So, and when we look at where we start, we've developed this checklist, and this is something we'll absolutely leave as a takeaway. And I'd recommend just reviewing it, right? To start asking those tough questions, to start understanding what are our capabilities, what can we deliver today, and maybe where are those areas where we need to improve. And then from there, we can start understanding what are your goals, and how do we start to get you from where we're at today, and we can build that journey and roadmap. And as VMware, right, we have a complete solution portfolio, services, expertise available to really build this puzzle based on where you're at in the future, where you're at today, and we will help facilitate that roadmap for you specifically. In terms of, what to do next, where do we go from here? What I would encourage you to do is that in VMware and UAE specifically, we've grown quite a bit. We have an amazing pool of talent and resources in country that are willing and ready to help you. So I would ask you, engage with your VMware team. Please reach out, and we can walk you through a future ready workshop. We can start with this checklist. We can build your custom respond, adapt, and accelerate phase based on those different outlooks. We can start to build that business back to value. And these are just a few examples of how we can partner together and really deliver real outcomes for you. So with that being said, I will close here, and I've provided my contact information. So please do not hesitate to reach out, and we will look forward to hearing from you to kick off a workshop. But back to you, Basil.
Thanks so much, Kelly, for that informative presentation. Two key takeaways for me: employees first, customer always. I love that. That sounds exciting, different, refreshing. And then the framework, right? Respond, adapt, accelerate. So it gives customers an easy framework to follow through in these unprecedented times. And that's what we need, really. So thanks a lot for that. Really appreciate it. Now, it is time for our panel discussion. So I will be inviting Jeevan Thankapan, the managing editor of CXO Insight, to moderate this discussion. Jeevan, if you look at his Twitter profile, he has 3 humble words. He's a journalist and he's a tech enthusiast. And I couldn't find better 3 words to describe you, Jeevan. So take it away. Panel discussion is all yours.
Thank you, Basil. So good morning, everyone. Let me see if our all panelists are in. Yeah, I can see them. So we're joined by some wonderful people today. Let me invite on our virtual stage Jay Kumar, Moni Chandran, Khalid Jalal, Vinay Sharma, and Jasem Haji. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let me just wait for the others to switch on their cams. Just give, yeah, all of us are in except Jasem. Hi, morning. Jasem, if you can hear us, can you switch on your cam or join us? I think Jasem is having some issues. All right, so Jasem is having some issues. He will join us a little later. So let's get started, right? So we are talking about how to build business resilience in the new normal. So technology has been the silver lining in the last 12 months, right, during the pandemic. And many businesses wouldn't have survived without all these digital tools and collaboration technologies that we use today. So is investing in technology the best way to build resilience, right? So let me start with Jay Kumar. What is the CIO's role in adapting to the new normal?
Hey, thank you, Jeevan, for having me over here today. We have been talking about business resiliency, and I think the important aspect here is actually about resiliency for ourselves. And this was actually as technology leaders, we were all going through in the last 1 year. As I've always said earlier, the business continuity or the technology continuity and all of those things were in our DNA as part of technology leaders. But businesses, when it comes to these kind of situation, what we have seen is actually everybody has started looking into the opportunities or options by which we can be more resilient. One of the major thing what has happened over the last 11 months or 12 months to be precise is the business strategy has actually been tied completely with the technology strategy. So whatever which we say definitely has got a view, and which has really helped us in terms of instigating a lot of transformation initiatives in the last couple of months. So that's where the technology strategy is now leading and driving the businesses to kind of make sure that it's even more resilient compared to those earlier days.
So is the role of IT now more important than ever before, Vinay? Do you think the status of the CIO has been elevated?
Yes, Jeevan, thank you very much for hosting on this platform, and thank you Insight Media team as well. Yes, the role was that earlier also was critical, but when it comes after pandemic, the acceleration in tech world has been looked at with a different angle now, and where the CIO role is transforming as a core enabler. It was there as well, but now business is looking into creating a differentiators. How sustainable competitive advantages can be created through technology, because technology is playing a key role when it comes to transforming the business. And the way we were doing before, it was completely had changed. The customer expectations are different. The employee engagement has gone beyond, and itself technology adoption has gone much beyond. So the CIO's role is very they are playing a key role here, looking into these new technologies, how they will best fit into business, how it will create a different value proposition to customers. So that way, I can see that CIOs are going to play a big role along with CEOs. That they are no more, that like I can say that as a part of business, but now they are truly business enabler now.
Khalid, can I get your perspective on this?
Yeah, according to me, if you look at the organizations and the businesses, they're all dependent on ICT one way or the other. Now, in today's era, you cannot do business without the help of ICT and the solutions around us. The role of the ICT and the CI has always been important in organization, and it's always important that prioritize your objectives for the organization. It's been a situation before the pandemic. It is a situation during the pandemic, but it is more that we work closer with the business and make sure the business is running. So if you look at it from that perspective, yes, ICT and the CIO has become the core focus for the business. And in that way, the position or the way the ICT was looked at before, that as a cost center, is no more there, and is being more and more a business partner to a lot of businesses. Nowadays, businesses are working towards the transformation, digital transformation, and the business also looking at how we can do things more automated for the current situation and for the situations to come in the future, which we don't know. So they're focusing more on digital transformation and on a fast track basis. They're investing a lot on the robotics, RPA, mostly the AI-based applications, because business see now that is the future for the business to survive. And looking at all those aspects and the need for the business and the future and the experience we are going through right now is basically making the CIOs more important for the business.
All right. Talking about AI, and I think we have got Jasim here, who is the president of AI Society of Bahrain. So Jasim, do you think the new normal will be defined by all these digital technologies, especially AI?
Hi, good morning, or is it afternoon? No, is it still morning? Well, let me just give you a quick perspective into my thoughts about the role of ITs and CIOs in post-pandemic. And I think there is one shift to that, if I may add to my colleagues, is that the role of IT infrastructure and traditional system development is moving away to requirements to merge it with other specialities. Now, if you look at AI and ML, you do not only require expertise in IT, you require, and there's a big demand on those, especially with the big 5 companies in the world, on the data scientist, data analytics. These are not traditional so-called IT activities. You require algorithm specialists or expertise. Work again it's adding a lot of value to the AI and how to perform the self-learning and complicated algorithms. So these combinations are changing the direction that in the past we had in IT, for the so-called traditional programmers, infrastructure specialists, and even in terms of security management. I believe AI is taking more autonomous decisions than humans. So more and more we see shift to machine learning. I think there will be more combination of IT and other expertise in that area. If that's what you call the future of digital transformation. I call it now the digital transformation is something of the past that you yourself, Jivan, talked about it probably in 2013 or so. Now I believe it is called smart transformation, which is maybe more specific.
Okay. That's fine, Jasim. So, is there any significant change in the investment strategy for the CIOs on the panel here? A lot of businesses are scaling back now. So do you have enough budget to invest in technology innovation? Jaykumar, do you want to take that?
Yeah, Jivan. So I think that's a very important aspect of this whole, dimension of COVID or the post-pandemic world, I would say. Because again, till last year, when we were looking at any sort of investments, we were always looking at the need of it, and we are able to kind of, or we were in a position to kind of go ahead and present it in front of the investment committees and things like that to justify the ROI and so on and so forth. But what happened last year was all of a sudden when this pandemic came, whatever we have been talking about, which we have been preaching about the need of going towards cloud or going towards having a transformation, and those kind of initiatives all become normal. Again, thanks to COVID, in terms of, I'm just taking a cue from the presentation what Kelly from VMware has given. It is all about responding and then adapting and then accelerating. So we are now, I would say we are in that phase of acceleration. We just wanted to make sure that we invest on the right technologies and platforms, just to make sure that tomorrow we don't get into a similar situation. It doesn't mean that we had a lot of impact, but at the same time, we were able to, manage the situation quite well. We were able to kind of manage all the employees to work from home within a very short period of 2-3 days. But again, the point here was actually there were some of the brands who doesn't have an online presence and so on and so forth. So ours is a larger B2B and B2C combination. So the B2Bs were not very prone towards the online, and they all realized the importance of having a presence online. So I think the investments will go in the right direction, and this year's budget is all related to that, and we have got those significant budget approvals to make sure that we have the right investments happening for this year and driving those successful projects and transformation initiatives all across the group. So that's how we see it.
Which are the technologies on your radar, Khalid, for this year?
Well, we are a manufacturing company, Jivan. So in manufacturing company, things do happen at a slow pace, not always very high. But due to the pandemic, we do have a need of rapid growth in terms of various technologies upgrade. Now, there's certain things which we cannot do immediately because they're all process driven. Now, Kelly spoke about people, process, and technology. As we can invest on technology, we can bring in robotics, we can bring in more IoT in our operations to have better control. The processes we need to improve, so there are a lot of investment and planning is going on in terms of the process upgrades with the help of various technologies. We're partnering with other vendors to improve those processes. The important is again the people. Now, people is the most the biggest asset for our organization. So a lot of investment is going on the people in terms of understanding and how to cope with the new changes. Because if you look at the technology change, we're talking about digital transformation, and all of a sudden this pandemic has come and people have to change their way of working. Now we have to invest a lot on training them how to use the technology the way it's supposed to be used, how to use better or new technology for their own purposes, or when they're working from home, what are things they need to take care of. We need to invest a lot in terms of training for the information about how to improve the security knowledge, because if you work from home, you need to have more and more security as well for the environment you're working on. So mostly we are focusing more on more and more digital transformation, We are going to invest a lot on the RPA side, so making sure a lot of things are more automated. We're just preparing ourselves for the future situation if a similar situation arises again.
All right, Vinay, I know that you have an innovation challenge going on at the moment, right? You're talking about IoT, blockchain, AI, ML, drones, and all that kind of stuff. So can you just tell me what's on your agenda for this year?
Yes, Jivan, that for Gulfin, as a management point of view, that we always look into how best we can adopt the technology and stay ahead in creating a differentiator. So this year, or last year, I can say that the beginning of this year, we rolled out a challenge which says the future of ports, and that was a global challenge along with the Silicon Valley. We launched this globally, and we were asking companies to that path-breaking technologies, how the global supply chain can be redefined, how the global chain or the global trade will look like. So we are looking into autonomous drones, how in ports and logistics they can do that, how the structural inspections can be done proactively. Then we are looking into a kind of a scenario analysis or a situation intelligence, which we come across through a company where we look into something and they predict that like this event will happen. So we are leveraging the RPA, we are leveraging the blockchain, we are looking into artificial intelligence big way. And that challenge in March, at third week of March, is we are going to select the winners. So that will bring Gulftainer into a one level above, that like how these new technologies can add value to our operation.
Thank you. Jasim, you have been a CIO for a very long time in the aviation sector. Do you think, does digital transformation ever end? Or is it a continuous journey? Where do you draw the line?
First of all, I haven't been that long around as much as Khalid, something like 40 years. But anyway, digital transformation, I think it comes to a stance where, let's look at the pandemic. Now, let me take the other side of what the gentleman previously mentioned. Most of the companies, what they did to respond to the pandemic was a reaction and not respondent. And the difference is a reaction is, get a chunk of people, put them at home and give them remote access. And that's so-called an achievement, which I don't think it was. It only shows a lack of planning and strategical directions prior to the pandemic. And the response is really putting a long-term strategy in your investment and your technological roadmap. Let me say, if there are any innovations or digital transformations that does not achieve one of the followings, then I believe that is only part of reaction. If you don't perform digital transformation or smart transformation, that I like to call it, and you do not achieve a cost saving in return, if you don't reduce, I know everybody keeps saying that people are most important and these are our assets. No, it's not. The normal frontline staff, routine workers are not your assets. The machines cannot take those jobs, and you bring smarter people to do more analytics and do more strategical or key initiatives, then you are going into the freewheeling. It's very clear, the modern technology, AI and ML, will replace many of the routine activities, the frontline stuff, and which probably most of the laborers, which unfortunately it's not a good news for some of the industry, but that will take 60 to 70% of those jobs, but replace them with smarter jobs. So that's the key concept of digital transformation, if you like, and the companies will need to go through that direction rather than spending for the only foreseeable future.
Okay, I have the same question for you, Jay. Does it ever end? You're muted. We cannot hear you.
Sorry.
Yes,
So
welcome back.
I really don't think, Jeevan. I mean, first of all, my point would be like, why would we need that to end? Because digital transformation is always something which we do to kind of continuously innovate and be more resilient with those technologies that are coming and ever changing. So I think with this kind of situation, it is always imperative that we continue our innovation journey and make sure that we are a part of those transformation initiatives which make sense for any organization at that point in time.
All right.
Jeevan,
So
can I
Vinay,
add
what does the
something?
new? Yeah, sure, Khalid.
I think to me, when you say digital transformation, will it end or not? That was your question, and we heard from
Yeah.
our panel members as well. In my view, if you give it another 20, 30 years, it will not end, but it will transform to some other shape. It may not be called digital transformation at that time because I think it's a long time for everything to get digital, and the the transformation of the terminology itself might change to something else, because the future is not going to be the normal way of what we're doing right now. It's going to be a new normal by then, and mostly things will be, on robotics, and things will be virtual. It's just like the science fiction's coming to a reality. So it might transform by itself.
All right. Vinay, do you expect the business continuation to be challenging this year as well, or do you see light at the end of the tunnel?
Yes, Jivan, I believe that like the business world is full of buka, if you can say other words, where you say it's volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. That like things will happen, and your readiness, your organization's readiness is very important. How practically or proactively you can see far side of that. Yes, this year again, obviously, I'm a very positive outlook. The pandemic will definitely end, but technology transformation will continue, and obviously, this is the way forward where the new technologies are taking a lot of jobs. That what it's not a job; it's a matter of that like what kind of skills you are replacing. Humans will remain there. Your strategic thinking, your that like your soft skills that will play a critical role in their decisions that whenever it comes to that. But the adoption of technology in this year definitely it's much higher. And like other organizations, the trainer, we are also looking more integrated services, more end-to-end, looking at new business verticals and technology, obviously putting the business ahead now. So in a transformation way, technology is the front runner now to enable business to that to amplify uh, whatever the business boundaries we are creating now.
All right. So very quickly, I've got 5 minutes. So let me ask you, what does the new normal mean to you, Jaykumar?
I think, Jeevan, in terms of the new normal, the business partnership can never be a part-time job. I think we do a lot of focus there, just to make sure, because again, it's heavily dynamic right now. Each day is a new challenge. So basically, we need to be more with the business and make sure that we define those transformation initiatives, accelerate that, and make sure that we deliver what businesses require on a much more faster and lesser turnaround time, I would say. And this is something which is going to be very imperative. And one of the other thing is, I think companies are going to look even more in terms of the quality of deliverables, quality of work rather than the quantity of work. uh, and this is again one of the important aspect, be it for any organization. Remote work and all of these things are going to continue, and at the same time, there may be a hybrid situation after the vaccinations and all of those herd immunity, what we call. But nevertheless, the remote work is going to continue, and that kind of flexibilities will become a matter for organization sustenance as well. The new millennial generation who will be coming in, if you want to hire somebody, people will be asking or will be requesting companies, or they will be looking for companies who has got these kind of opportunities compared to those earlier days. So these are things
All
which
right.
will be even more challenging for CIOs to make sure that we have a pure sustained model in terms of security, as well as ensuring that the availability is there.
All right, very quickly, Justin, would you agree with the statement from Jayakumar?
Well, one thing probably I haven't talked about is the
You're breaking up.
of the negative impacts is going to be on real estates. With the technology and working from home, you have the locations, and then even the technologies used in the buildings will be totally different. Of course, I think one of the gentlemen mentioned as well earlier the security, as you
Voice is breaking, doctor.
Yeah, Jasam is breaking up.
other reports keeps increasing, more hacking since the start of the pandemic, more opportunities to make.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Khalid, very quickly, 1 minute, your answer.
I completely agree with what my colleague Jay just mentioned. I think the new normal will continue as we are looking at it, and with the hybrid way of working, which will come into practice, and soon it will be a combination of the work from home or remote working plus the hybrid way of working for all the existing organizations. But I think all this new fintech organizations which are coming up, or the new generation which is coming up, they're mostly working towards looking work from home or more flexible type of working. Having said that, if you look at existing operations for existing organizations around the world, I think at least in Bahrain, I think the CIOs will be more focusing on reprioritizing and realigning their IT priorities with the business and see how they can cope and work together. A lot of collaboration will come into picture, and we will see. I think the cloud first policy will continue, and they're going to adopt the digital transformation first as well. So that will be another thing which they're going to talk about. And meanwhile, I think they'll be focusing more on how to cut on the investments and just do the important investments required, and even they might need to go and discuss with their vendors how they can work with them in terms of the the ongoing investments. So there are going to be a lot of changes from that point of view. That's my view on this.
All right, I think I need to wrap this up now. Thanks a lot for your time, Dr. Jasim, Khalid, Vinay, and Jayakumar. It's been a wonderful discussion. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jivan. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, it's time for our second panel discussion of the day. So let me invite Ajay from Sophos, Bhavani from Checkmarks, Fadi from Fortinet, Mohammed from Microfocus, and Yasser from FI. Hi, good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Jeevan.
Everybody can hear each other very well. Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
We're just waiting for Mohammed to switch his cam on.
Good morning, Jeevan. Good morning, everyone.
Bhavani, morning, good morning. Just waiting for Mohammed to join us now. Mohammed, if you can hear us.
Yes, good morning, everybody.
Is also in. Good morning. All right, let's get started, right? Changing landscape of security innovation. We have seen an alarming increase in the number of cyber attacks in the last 12 months, right? Ransomware, phishing, malware, DDoS, you name it. In fact, I was reading a report recently which said there has been a 250% increase in cyber attacks in the UAE alone. So I would imagine it's equally bad in the other countries in the Middle East as well, right? So that's exactly what we are going to talk about. How is this, security industry stepping up to meet these challenges? And I've got 5 top-tier vendors from the cybersecurity industry here. Let me start with Ajay here. Ajay, what would be the new normal for cybersecurity?
Yeah, so there are a couple of things which I would like to touch base here. I will start with a one nice quote from an American cryptographer, and what he keeps saying that, okay, amateurs always hack the system and professionals always hack the people. So now while working from remote, we have to always focus on the people, training, education, right? So the new normal is bringing a lot of such challenges because people are not trained enough. They work from remotely and they have a lot of IoT devices connected from their home environment. Okay, Alexa being more popular, right? So the new normal is working from home is always VPN, Zoom, and all those things, and these solutions always increase the security challenges. Okay, so people are going to invest more on the adoption of the cloud platform so that they can make their employees connected through all the corporate networks. So that's going to be a new normal from an IT point of view.
All right, Fadi, can I have your thoughts on this?
Yes. So there has been two eras: the era before COVID and the era when COVID started and moving forward. So before we were all working from the offices and everything was okay. COVID started and suddenly everyone moved home and start working from home. Now we are moving into the third phase. So the hybrid work is gonna happen. This will put a little bit more pressure on the companies that because they need to adapt for this a hybrid model of work. New technologies has been recommended. So basically, moving into the cloud is one of the things that challenges that organizations has to be ready to step into. So here we need to have a balance between what does the business require in order to keep on moving from one hand, and from another hand, how we can provide the applications, the tools, and the right securing these applications and tools and connectivity as well, because things are moving forward very fast. So this is a very challenging job for CISOs, I think, moving forward in the coming year.
Mohammed, can I get your perspective on this?
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, I think we're witnessing at this point in time an era which we haven't witnessed since long time. And I think the new normal, based on the pandemic, did not only affect our lives or affect the way we do business, but also had an evident influence on digital transformation priorities as well. So I think to succeed in the new normal organizations and set up moving forward, the organizations need to shift their focus towards a couple of elements here. The first thing will need to be the hyper connectivity, giving customers, employees, even students, the ability and the means to always be connected with their applications in order not to impact their businesses, not only with the applications, but also through the devices, laptops, mobile, PCs, or even IoT devices. The other thing that we need to take into consideration with the new normal is the extreme automation. Here is we need to grow the resilience on machines to machine interaction. Means that there will be like lots of efforts be done in the next couple of years to ensure that the automation is having a leap forward. Of course, automation is and intelligence has to be part of the new normal as well. Collecting, processing large amounts of data to gain insights that allow making the right decisions
at the right time. Specifically, that as you know now, we are most of the time working away from our offices. We are connected 24/7, and so on. So these are the major elements that I can see moving forward in the future with the new norm.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you. Yes, sir. What are your clients telling you? Any common pain points?
Well, yeah, many organizations are stuck somewhere between the old world and the new world, the classic monolithic architecture alongside the cloud native modern architecture. We like to call this the messy middle. And it's the new normal for most of the companies today. Unsurprisingly, managing this mix of old and new is a significant challenge, which lead to lack of visibility and eventually increase the attack surface. Companies also increasingly relying on automations to deploy and manage applications. Now, automation is good because it provides the speed needed for business to meet its goals. It also helps to reduce human errors and it creates repeatable workflows, etc., etc. However, automation also makes it very difficult to include security in the pipeline or even overlooked completely in some cases. For example, if you take a look at the typical modern API lifecycle, we usually find that there is application or API developers who write the codes and the test and the build, and then they hand it over to the DevOps teams who are responsible for facilitating the deployments and the publishing those APIs to API consumers. And finally, they hand over to API managers who are responsible for the operations and the monitorings of the APIs. But what is missing here is the security control. That is missing. And this is why we see so many incidents on the APIs today.
Bhavani, is it time to think about security right from the beginning? This is right up your alley, right?
Yes, actually, Yasir touched a very, very valid point. In fact, I was about to touch base on this. Everyone talked about cloud, and that's we all understand, we all agree unanimously on that. Yasir touched a point which is actually, you can say, mostly it is coming from the innovation that companies now think that they cannot just govern every user with one UI, and so they started innovating. The APIs are open for all the kind of platforms, and obviously if you are opening APIs which is less known, but of course if an attacker or somebody wants to attack your organization, I'm talking from customers point of view, then it becomes critical that we take right measures to secure those things. I want to touch on few more things other than that API, and these two things which are touching all the cloud talk that we had is that the way we are moving towards cloud, and we have to think from infrastructure as a code perspective too. That is becoming the new reality. We are moving towards automation, and or how we can see, we have been talking, everyone agrees that we have been talking about shift left, but it is the time that we actually shift left and we do assessments based on the context. So knowing, see, so far the products have been very generic, but now knowing the context is becoming the center. If we know we have, like all of us, we have multiple types of customers, and knowing the context of our customers application is becoming very crucial for us. So I feel that API, IAC, and contextual analysis or contextual security analysis would be very critical for the next phase of digital transformation.
All right. It has become so bad that some people are calling it cyber pandemic, right? All this digital adoption, accelerated adoption of cloud, have made it easy for hackers to get into networks and applications. So Fadi, my question to you is, what is your advice for building cyber resilience?
Good. So you are as strong as your weakest link. What could that be? Could that be technology? Could that be proper deployment? Could that be people? So when it comes to the cyber security awareness, you need to be, especially nowadays, you need to be agile, because you don't know during this year what's going to happen. What are the devices you're going to plug in? So what are the areas that you need to take care of? So this is number one. So you need to have agile solutions in order for you to be able to change and adapt fast with the changes. Number two, visibility. You have to have visibility in order for you to understand what's going around you and take proper actions. These actions could be manual, better if these actions will be automated. So again, all of this is debatable each upon the organizations. The most important part here is education. So we need to educate not only the people who knows IT, we need to educate anyone that can access your network, from the top management until the all the ranks across the organization. This is key, and this is important. They need to start with the very basic things, how to set up a password, because any issue with the simplest thing can lead to a big failure within your infrastructure. So these mainly are the 3 points that I would stress.
People are people. Somebody is bound to click on something, right? So Mohammed, do you think awareness is the key to building cyber resilience?
Okay, so I fully agree with Fadi here. I think it's awareness, especially that there's been so many users getting in and out to the core networks in the past few months, and this creates, I would say, large and big risks on the business resilience itself due to the security gaps. Yet, I also believe that from cyber resilience as part of business resilience is one major element, as our colleagues stressed earlier. So cyber resilience is an entity ability to continuously deliver the intended outcomes despite adverse cyber events. It can be achieved by building a robust security infrastructure through the protection across the identities, application, and data at the same time. Here we need to decrease and eliminate the risk with secure end-to-end identity lifecycle management, from accessing the applications, accessing the systems, and so on. At the same time, we need to quickly determine trusted identities so that they have the right level of access to resources and the data they need each and every time they want. At the same time, I think we need to focus more and be able to find vulnerabilities earlier in all the application types at the right time, where we can just make sure that we mitigate the risk of any cyber attack. Maybe encryption would be part of the whole process here for the structured and unstructured data, for more protection at the same time. And of course, the acceleration in the threat detection, responses, and recovering from any advanced threats. That would be one of the major elements to ensure that business resilience is maintained from the cybersecurity point of view.
Thank you. Ajay, is it time to rethink our security strategies? And what is security's role in digital transformation?
Of course, the security plays a vital role in the digital transformation, and especially after the pandemic, what we have observed is the adoption of the technology, or the dependency of technology, has increased. Now we are more reliant on the technology, right? Imagine a VPN is not working, you are useless, you cannot do anything, you cannot access your resources, right? So technology always plays a vital role in the digital transformation, and in fact, it has expedited the digital transformation, and the many organizations have already started prioritizing these kinds of plans, right? So that's number one. Number two is that the cybersecurity, from our point of view, is that it's a security system. It's not a product or point system, right? So what we have seen is after this pandemic, the threats and other things, okay, the organizations are really confused, okay, what they should be doing. Okay, they should invest on a firewall, or they should invest on the endpoint protection, they should invest on the cloud security. So what we always advise them that, okay, think about a cybersecurity system which is an integrated security system. Okay, so I'll give you a couple of example. Okay, a VPN, right? So there were a lot of vendors being affected because of the VPN related vulnerabilities. Okay, now if they're using VPN as a standalone solution, okay, then the endpoint has no idea that VPN is vulnerable, and they need to take that into context and block the user if something is going bad. Okay, so VPN is working in silos, firewall is working in silos, and cloud security is also working in silos. They're not connected together. So this is a real need. Another important point is a zero trust network. Okay, everybody is talking about zero trust network. Why? Because the parameter has changed now. It's no more your physical office. Okay, you are connected from anywhere, everywhere, right? So you will have to build a zero trust network while moving towards the digital transformation. Without that, security will be literally incomplete.
So trust no one. Is that your advice to the CISOs, Yasser?
Exactly. Trust no one because the environments are hostiles now and they are breached. Okay. I would say that if you look at the statistics, every home user have the routers and the modems with default settings, right? So, and they are accessing your corporate network, right? Because they are not trained enough, right?
Oh,
So
great.
education is important and zero trust is also important, and building a synchronized security or connected security solution.
Yasser, can I get your thoughts on this? Is zero trust the way to go?
Yeah, sure. I mean, zero trust is not a new concept.
All right.
You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. So there's some
Sorry.
background noise.
Some background noise, yeah. All right, muted. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was just saying that, yes, I think all of us agree on that. Zero trust is not a new concept, but it's a concept that is more relevant and important today than ever. Zero trust security model basically eliminates the idea of trusted network inside the defined perimeter. It applies the least privilege user access as much as possible, and they assume attackers are already in the network and hiding in it. Now, building a multi-cloud zero trust strategy require a focus on 5 security control points. These are the endpoints itself, a second, the application security and the identity service and network security, and finally the access security, which is the bridge that ties them all together and share the risk and the context between all the control points.
Bhavani, I can see you nodding your head there.
Yes, actually, I agree. I agree on those things, and I'll say that we talked about one very important aspect, and I feel that based on the recent attacks and all that we have seen, configurations, putting all those measures are important. I strongly feel that application security market is also picking up very fast. Earlier, the core requirement was only towards the infrastructure or the, let's say, designing it, but application security is moving at a very fast pace right now. And especially in last I will say in last couple of months, especially during let's say high time of pandemic, I've seen that automation, thinking of new things, new technologies, they have emerged, and people have started looking for solutions of those problems we didn't even know that they can occur. So I feel that shifting left really is something which is an important concept. We have been talking about it. We have heard, all of us, we have heard about it. But now thinking of application security from day one, when the developer starts writing the actual let's say application and any function, so we have to think in those terms that can we enable them, can we empower those developers. See, I'm not discounting any of the other points that all the colleagues here told, but I strongly feel that application security is something which is really booming and people are paying attention to it because it's in the center. After all those measures, we are accessing the applications which are there on the move. So I think that is one point I'd really love to hear from all of us that what do you feel on that part too.
Yeah. All right, so let me just go to Fadi again. Fadi, what are some of the top 3 or 4 cybersecurity trends to watch out for this year?
So there are many actually, to be honest. The first one, since we are mixed up with the remote work, so first of all, mobility and remote work, this is something that we need to really look at. Another very important, and I will agree with Bawani here with the point that when he addressed the application, data breach and privacy. This is something that is key as well. We need to be careful of this one. So, and last but not least, the cloud adoption. So we are moving into the cloud because we see that this is the best way for us in order to cover the remote work and the on-prem by moving on to the cloud. From an investment perspective, number one, and from a technology availability perspective, number two. So moving on to the cloud as well, we need to have a proper security solution to help us securing our cloud access. To be honest, these are the first 3 points that came up now, but definitely this is a topic that can be addressed for hours and hours moving forward.
Sure. Mohammed, so your thoughts on some of the top trends?
Okay, so in my opinion, I think AI, artificial intelligence, and machine learning are the technologies that basically will come and will come to stay. I believe also that the potential of the machine learning, and especially in the unsupervised machine learning and cybersecurity, is significant. We will see more and more machine learning engaged and embedded with cybersecurity, where these technologies are expected to basically augment security professional efforts to spot and provide a sort of alerting to leads that can help detect and respond to sophisticated cyber attacks before they even can happen. And this is mainly what I can see in the technologies to be added to the cybersecurity in the coming future.
Yes, sir. Your turn.
Well, yeah, I will fully agree with Bawani on the application security part. That is the key trends. So basically, we are seeing lots of increasing attacks against applications and user identities. Basically, as more and more companies embark on digital transformations, they quickly realize that applications are the most important assets they have in the company today, and also a great source of risk. In fact, according to a recent study done by F5 Labs, where the researchers analyzed 400 plus security incidents with confirmed data breaches to evaluate the root cause, the key results out of this study was that web applications alone was the initial target in 53% of those data breaches, and user identities were the initial targets in 33% of those. And this is together are 86% where most of the attacks are happening today. And if we think about it, today, if we try to access any type of data, whether it's a banking financial data or e-commerce online shopping data or social media data or corporate data, most probably will be accessing this data through an application, right? Either mobile application or a web application. And usually this application requires some sort of a user identities to unlock the access to this data. So if the attacker able to compromise either the applications or user the identity, he can gain access to the data. And the data is the most important thing that we try to protect today.
Ajay?
Yeah, I also truly agree with that thing. And what we believe is that always think about cybersecurity from a holistic approach. Because yes, application do play a vital role, but there are a lot many other things also connected together. Okay. And in the earlier point, what I mentioned is that the CXOs are confused, right? What to do because they are being told to implement a SIM solution, they are being told to implement some kind of SOAR platform, then there are the perimeter securities and all those things. Okay, what we believe is that okay, first thing is visibility. If you have no visibility, you don't know from where to start and what to do. What are my first priority? Okay. Second thing is detections and the response. Okay, that's where the industry is lacking. Okay, what people think is that okay, I have a best of breed network security or endpoint security or maybe cloud security, I am done. Okay, security is not something that implement and forget. It requires a continuous monitoring, continuous detection and the response. Okay, if you're not able to detect, how you would respond? Okay, that means you are just in all is good that you don't know what is happening and something happens, then you will start working on that thing. That's too late because nowadays what we have observed is the ransomware takes only few hours to attack. It used to take few weeks. It's not like that the security vendors are only smart enough to use the AI technologies and ML technology to enhance their protections. The attackers are also in the same world, right? They are also leveraging the same technology. They are also moving at the same pace. So we have to focus on the holistic approach.
All right, Bhavani, you can have the last word. So how do we bridge this gap between developers and the security teams? In other words, how can CISOs become better partners to their developers?
That's a very beautiful question. Thank you for asking that. I strongly feel, and I can see that in the market, especially in the Middle East, it is already happening as we speak. The security champions used to be a roadblock, or at least they were looked as a roadblocker from the development community. But I've seen that slowly, these two teams are getting together. In fact, there were this was a question which was asked during RSA in US, and most of the guys, they said that come on, they should be in a couples counseling, and this is happening as we speak right now. The security folks are getting involved with the developers, they are getting involved with the QA guys, they are involved from day one. So it should not be like this that the the AppSec should come or any other kind of security measures should come at the end when we are in pre-production or production release of any application, but instead they start working on the pain points of the developer from day one when they are working, when they are deciding okay which all open source components they will use. So the security teams give them recommendations, tell them that okay, is it okay to use or not. So this is actually a collaborative effort. So CISOs now, what they say, they have a small team or a large team depending on the business organization, and these team members are actively participating in development sprints. In initial couple of days, maybe the contribution is not more, they are mostly in observing or listening mode, but over the time period, their value is that they are automating the entire process, which is in turn helping the developers, helping the project managers in releasing those applications in a faster pace, which is expected. I'm sure that nobody of us wants to wait for any application, and we are getting that done with this collaboration. So I strongly feel that we are already on the right track, and with this continuous thought, it will actually bring us new avenues, and we'll keep on innovating and getting these bridges filled with this collaborative approach.
All right, thank you. I think with that, I have to wrap up this wonderful conversation. We have to start the award ceremony. So thanks a lot, gentlemen, for your wonderful insights.
I kinda like you.
All right, so thank you a lot for Huawei, our sponsor for today's event. That was a great video showcasing their leading edge video conferencing solution that they have. Now we are ready for the moment that everyone has been waiting for. It's really great to be here. And for the third year running, we have chosen, with the help of our judging panel, the top 50 most innovative digital transformation projects. We've had a lot of entries, so apologies for those that weren't chosen, but you can rest assured we will look into your applications in the coming years. So, to announce the first winner of the CXO 50 2021, and this is in alphabetical order by company name, just so everybody knows we are fair. It is Walid Nsouli from the Abu Dhabi Department of Education and Knowledge. See, it helps to have your company name start with AB, Abu Dhabi, otherwise known as ADAC. Nsouli joined ADAC in 2014 and was instrumental in ensuring the department's 300 million dirham ICT budget was used effectively and efficiently to serve 20,000 active users. Walid led the team that developed and executed ADAC's digital strategy, and he incorporated DevOps practices with ADAC's IT to achieve continuous software delivery and simplify the IT system and processes. This digital transformation project with a cloud-first approach has enabled ADAC to reduce management complexity, improve communication, and collaboration with faster delivery of features. So that's our first winner. Congratulations to Walid. Moving on to the second winner. Our second winner is from African and Eastern, Samir Khan. Congratulations, Samir. As head of IT, Samir's main area of expertise is to bring to life technology strategies and solutions that make sense to business. He comes with a background of business applications and consulting that put him in a good stead to spearhead the business IT partnership. He has transformed the IT organization and is driving digital transformation initiatives with a smart cloud strategy in place, which includes SaaS, PaaS, infrastructure as a service, and DR as a service. African Eastern has also transformed the supply chain with new technologies such as IoT and data analytics. Congratulations, Samir. Moving on to our third winner today from Ajman Bank. Congratulations, Hajar Al-Maazmi. Hajar has more than 18 years of information technology experience in financial services organizations. At Ajman Bank, she has demonstrated excellence in managing complex digital transformation programs under challenging goals and timelines. Efficiently using technologies such as automation, cloud, and DevOps, Hajar has implemented many projects such as the digital voucher control system and digitizing of teller counters to improve the customer experience and support the bank's Go Green goals. Congratulations, Hajar. Alf Mabruk. Moving on to our fourth winner this evening. From Al Fardan Group, we've got Shafiq Ibrahim. Shafiq has more than 20 years of industry experience in omni-channel instant payment services. At Al Fardan, he has transformed IT as a business enabler by introducing an open API system for remittance and creating a B2B product called RAS. Any guesses what RAS stands for? Remittance as a Service. He has migrated the group's on-premise data center to a hybrid cloud environment and implemented a blockchain-based cross-border remittance system that enables microfinance to the unbanked population. Wow, congratulations, Shafiq. Well-deserved win today. Moving on to our fifth winner. We've got from Altair Group, Frank Watts. Congratulations. Frank was instrumental in upgrading the group's back office systems, including finance, planning, HR, risk, and ECM, and introduced customer-facing retail systems planning and spanning across the e-commerce, omni-channel, supply chain, and merchandising. During the lockdown period last year, he also achieved major success in rolling out Microsoft Teams to 4,500 remote users in less than a month and kept all business systems up and running. Congratulations, Frank. Very timely achievements in the pandemic last year. Moving on to Aldar Properties. Congratulations, Sridhar Reddy. As the head of digital transformation, Sridhar has digitized and mobilized Aldar's business operations. Leveraging the cloud infrastructure, he made sure that the company's employees have continuous access to business-critical applications even during the pandemic crisis. Sridhar has also implemented a cloud-based data lake project to drive new levels of analytics. We all know you can't drive those levels of analytics without the help of some cloud computing performance and scale. So great achievement and well-deserved win for Sridhar. Believe it or not, we're still in the A's from a company perspective. So Amity Education is our next winner, and congratulations to Nitin Geo Thomas. Nitin has digitalized and modernized the IT infrastructure to transform the education delivery at Amity. The winning project centralized all its different applications and processes onto a single platform to reduce operational cost by 30%. He has also implemented a business continuity and DR project with cloud-based backup to boost the business resiliency at Amity. What a great achievement, and congrats on using the cloud to boost continuity and resiliency. Congrats to Amity and congrats to Nitin for the win today. Next, we have a winner from Arada Development, Shrikant Kapoor. Congratulations. At Arada Development, Shrikant has kickstarted a digital transformation project called Evolve with 5 key pillars: next-gen infrastructure, application modernization, connected enterprise, digital connect with customers, and data analytics coupled with embedded governance. He's also migrating the corporate data center to the public cloud. You guessed right. So he's migrating to the public cloud environment to achieve a zero footprint. Congratulations, Shrikant. And the good news is, at winner 9, we move to the B's. Our A's are over. Good share of A's, 8 winners out of 50. So moving on to the B's, anybody can guess who our first winner is? BAHRAIN, Bahrain Institute of Banking and Finance. Congratulations, Shakir Awainati at BIBF, short for Bahrain Institute of Banking and Finance. Shakir has led many IT projects that aim to improve quality of service and user experience. This includes scalable e-learning platforms that allowed BIBF to address the immediate need of virtual classroom due to COVID-19. In addition, BIBF has also developed a custom mobile app for students and implemented a digital library solution with automated course evaluation. Wow. Great win, Shakir. Congratulations to BIBF. Next on our winner list, from Bahri and Mazrui, we have Madhu Sutanan. Madhu boasts of more than 25 years of experience in providing technology vision and leadership. He supported business with moving 90% of the workforce to remote work in 2 weeks' time. Again, 90% of the workforce in 2 weeks' time, and implemented a new workflow management system. He's also undertaking many new initiatives, such as RPA, robot process automation, to speed up business processes, data analytics for quick management decision-making, and cost-effective digital automation with open source tools. Congratulations, Madhu. Well-deserved win. Our next winner is a great friend of mine from Bloom Holding in Abu Dhabi. Congratulations, Mubarak Hussain. Mubarak uses his expertise in technology and business to promote the use of technology to enhance the customer lifestyle experience across the group's property, hospitality, education, facilities management ecosystem. A major project Mubarak has initiated in collaboration with Etisalat is the IoT-based smart building solution, which helps to reduce cost, energy consumption, and improve response times and visibility of the building portfolio from a single platform. Guess what? That's not all. He's also using AI and ML tools for improving customer experience and operational efficiencies. Congratulations, Mubarak. Amazing how, the journey to digital transform is never ending. Next, our winner is Ali Muhammad Al-Ali from the Department of Health. Congratulations, Ali. Ali has led several projects translating the mission and vision of DOH into focused delivery of the solutions with latest technologies. He is credited with the successful implementation of Malafi, a health information exchange platform for the Emirate of Abu Dhabi, which connects, get this, more than 2,000 public and private healthcare providers in Abu Dhabi. The platform assists the Department of Health in performing syndromic surveillance and reporting on quality performance and utilization trends, along with advanced analytics. Amazing. Excellent work, and congratulations, Ali. Next, we have another department that has won an award, the Department of Municipality and Transport. Congratulations to Salam Al-Kathiri. Salam is a seasoned IT strategic leader with over 18 years experience in leading and managing large teams across multicultural organizations. At DMT, Salam has brought about a strategic change to the IT environment by creating end-to-end processes out of legacy silos and established a data-driven mindset. He's now driving the digital transformation strategy at the department by implementing digital and mobile platforms. A notable achievement is the deployment of a digital workplace solution. Let me say that again, a digital workplace solution within a day that allowed more than 3,000 employees to work from home during the pandemic time. Can you imagine? One day, digital workplace solution, 3,000 employees working from home. An amazing feat by any measure. Congratulations, Salam. Next, we have a winner from Arul from the IFC courts. Congratulations to Arul Jose Vigin. Arul has shown exceptional dexterity in understanding and devising solutions in justice technology. He has designed and implemented the GCC's virtual courtroom for the DIFC courts to address consumer-related concerns. He's also implemented AI and blockchain technologies to explore and aid in the verification of court judgments, driving greater efficiencies across the entire judicial and legal ecosystem. Congratulations, Arul. I wasn't aware that we have a virtual courtroom at DIFC up and running already. What a great sign of the times. Next, our winner from Dubai Holding Entertainment, Anindo Banerjee. With more than 23 years of experience in the tech industry, Anindo is now driving a major digital transformation at DHE with simplified business processes and automation at speed. He's implemented RPA technologies, again, another mention of robot process automation, in back and mid-office operations that resulted in massive productivity gains, and is now spearheading the company's journey to a cloud-native platform that will eliminate the need for data centers. Wow. A lot of companies, much more than I thought, are eliminating their data centers, going no footprint and moving to the cloud. Next, our winner, Abdullah Al-Ali from DMCC. Abdullah oversees DMCC's digitalization, IT innovation, governance, and compliance initiatives. His role is to support the business units to achieve the efficiency and enhance customer experience through leveraging the technologies and implementing innovative solutions, automation, and process optimization. He's helped DMCC achieve 90% digitized processes across business operations and implemented many projects, including, guess what? Here it is again, RPA, wireless sensor network, and smart lights across the JLT district as part of the Dubai Smart City project. Congratulations, Abdullah. Next, our winner of the next CXO 50 award from Egypt Gas, Hussam Abbas Barakat. Congratulations, Hussam. Hussam has completed a major data center transformation project as part of Egypt Gas's digital transformation agenda with a special focus on cybersecurity, DR, and business continuity. He has also significantly raised the communication capabilities of the company by establishing a private WAN wide area network based on a fiber backbone with 45 odd branches spread across the country. Great achievement, well-deserved recognition. Congratulations, Hussam. Our next winner comes from Emirates College of Technology. Shah Room Khan is our 18th winner today. Shah is supervising the college's 5-year technology transformation program, which hinges on cloud, VDI, and cybersecurity. In the last 7 months alone, Shah has implemented 9 major IT initiatives, including distance and blended learning, application migration to a hybrid cloud environment, customer experience management system, and cloud-based contact center. Excellent achievements, well-deserved recognition. Congrats, Shah. Our next winner in today's CXO 50 is Bilal Ahmed from Emirates Float Class. Bilal's biggest accomplishments in the last 12 months include a cybersecurity project with passwordless multi-factor authentication system. So get that, passwordless multi-factor authentication system. Remote working solutions to support work from home, customized freight management system to boost supply chain efficiency, and the implementation of a cloud-based ERP system for a sister company. Alf Mabruk Bilal, well deserved. Next, we have a winner from Innova, Rashid Hamida. Rashid was instrumental in developing Innova's smart monitoring platform, named Hubgrade in-house, which currently monitors and analyzes data from over 26,000 facilities across the region. In addition to powering custom-made B2B and B2C dashboards that enable the automating and reporting and increased awareness, Hubgrade is also entirely integrated with the operational tools and mobile applications for enhanced efficiency and environmental performance. As part of the plan to boost operational efficiency with digital tools, he's also implemented drone equipment with high definition and thermal cameras for the inspection of buildings. Wow. I thought that was science fiction, but drones are already flying and inspecting buildings at Innova. What a great achievement. Congratulations, Rashid. Our next winner from Farnex Services is Javiera Aijas. Javiera lead all technology initiatives at Farnec. And they lead the company's vision of becoming the provider of sustainable and technology-driven total facilities management services throughout the UAE. Her team consists of developers and engineers that support more than 3,000 mobile devices and multiple platforms. Some of the projects she has executed include a smartwatch solution that makes facilities management smarter through increased resource monitoring, and smart washroom project that uses IoT sensors, big data, and artificial intelligence. Wow, smartwatches I've heard of. Artificial intelligence in washrooms, I have not. Congratulations, Javiera. Sounds like really impressive accomplishments. Next, at the Galadari Group, our winner is Manish Bindra. Manish has successfully rolled out many new projects last year, including a global HCM implementation, business intelligence dashboards, RPA, low-code apps, and CMS. One that stands out is the e-commerce and home delivery project for the group's Baskin-Robbins business, which was implemented in 6 GCC countries. This entailed the deployment of a centralized order management system integrated with food aggregators, cloud-based call centers, and WhatsApp chatbots. It's nice to see AI in action with chatbots on WhatsApp. And again, a cloud-based call center. Excellent achievements and congratulations, Manish, and to the Galadari Group. Next, we have one of our panelists as a winner from Garmeco, Khalid Jalal. Congratulations, Khalid. Khalid has undertaken various digital projects at Garmeco, leveraging cloud, augmented reality, RPA robot process automation, and automation. He has recently automated the core operations of a reopened plant with multiple lines with in-house developed shop floor data collection system. Various weight scales are interfaced using IoT technologies to automatically capture and transfer the material weight to the system. Intelligence is built at every process level, so it can self-sustain the operations uptime and avoid data errors at all stages of production. Congratulations, Khalid. You never cease to amaze us. Next, we have our winner, Mustansir Aziz from the Gulf Diagnostics Center Hospital. Mustansir has completed the consolidation and integration of the hospital's different application systems into a single portal for all end users. He successfully replaced old legacy IT systems and spearheaded adoption of the new advanced HIS, Hospital Information System, which helped to reduce infrastructure costs by 42% and maintenance costs by another 60%. He has also fast-tracked the integration with the Department of Health's Malafi, Health Information Exchange, and the hospital went live to allow easier access to patients' medical history from across all of the Malafi connected healthcare facilities in the Emirate of Abu Dhabi. Great to see Malafi take 2 awards today, one for Mustansir at the Gulf Diagnostics Center Hospital and one for the Department of Health. What a great achievement. Congratulations, Mustansir. Next, we have a winner, Vinay Sharma from Gulftainer, another one of our panelists. Thank you, Vinay, for your support. And your most recent achievement is Gulftainer's Future of Ports Innovation Challenge that aims to identify innovative ideas and solutions to lead the transformation in ports and logistics industry. Vinay is also using many disruptive technologies to meet the operator's digital transformation ambitions. This includes AI and autonomous drones to fully automate operations, autonomous monitoring of critical equipment using IoT and smart sensing technologies, and predictive analytics on historical and real-time data using AI, ML to eliminate supply chain inefficiencies and bottlenecks. It amazes me how you can pull all of that off, Vinay. Congratulations. Next, our winner, Mustafa Gangardiwala. Mustafa, congratulations on your win. The Industrial Bank of Kuwait must be very proud. Mustafa has established a dedicated information security function in the bank to mitigate risks and increase the due diligence and security controls on all business and technical initiatives. He has implemented a security framework with consistent integration of secure development and change management to consistently improve the security posture of the organization with targeted goal of, you guessed right, we heard a lot about it on the panel, zero trust. He's also using advanced analytics and threat hunting capabilities to increase the security incident response capabilities and protect the business from malicious actors. Congratulations, Mustafa, from the Industrial Bank of Kuwait. Excellent achievement. Next, we have a winner from Saudi Arabia, Dr. Mustafa Kurban, from the King Fahd Military Medical Complex. The year 2020 for KFMMC was exceptional because of COVID-19. As part of the contingency plan, the IT team under Dr. Mustafa provided telemedicine and remote services, including virtual clinics, refill medication delivery, and remote vaccinations for children at their homes. Overcoming budget constraints, KFMMC also raised its cybersecurity bar by developing many innovative solutions in-house to enable remote working and protect sensitive data. What a great achievement, Dr. Mustafa. Congratulations. Our next winner is Dr. Ammar Al-Husseini from the Kuwait Central Agency for Information Technology. Dr. Ammar has more than 20 years of experience in IT and has foreseen many smart government initiatives, including the Kuwait Information Network, which allows non-government organizations and public agencies in the country to share information. He has enhanced the efficiency of Kuwait's information network with the implementation of a private cloud and developed a cybersecurity strategy, allowing participants to exchange data securely. Congratulations, Dr. Ammar. Well-deserved achievements at Kuwait's Gate. Our next winner, also from Kuwait, is Dr. Jamal Al-Anezi. Congratulations, Dr. Jamal, from KOC, the Kuwait Oil Company. Dr. Jamal is a key strategist behind the success of KOC in oil production and refining, whether upstream or downstream, by enabling all its sites with the latest network infrastructure and communication applications. Through his leadership, KOC centralized all its key applications and core production processes on top of a modern and secure network infrastructure that spans across 300 locations in Kuwait. What an achievement and great recognition for your work. Congratulations. Alf Mabruk, Dr. Jamal. Our next winner, Thomas Joseph from Majid Al Futtaim Cinemas. Thomas and his team have implemented a comprehensive omni-channel experience across the various brands such as Vox, Magic Planet, Dreamscape, and Ski Dubai, with a focus on defining and executing IT strategies to increase efficiencies, address business goals, and elevate the customer experience through new technologies and digital development. To realize the vision of a data-driven decision-making, he has also created a data lake that feeds into a Power BI environment that reports over 5,000 KPIs. Wow. I never thought we'd ever need 5,000 KPIs, but it is a worthy achievement. Congratulations, Thomas. Our next winner is Matthew Sheath from the Majid Al Futtaim Ventures. Matthew is a senior technology and strategic leader with over 20 years of experience in leading and managing large teams across multinational companies. At MAF Ventures, he has led and managed the transition to an e-commerce ecosystem and automated key business processes to increase agility and turnaround time. In addition to the implementation of many cloud-based technologies, he has also completely revamped ITSM and infrastructure monitoring and moved to new platforms to support business growth. Wow, always moving and changing is not easy, but congratulations to Matthew and congratulations to the business growth you have achieved at Majid Al Futtaim Ventures. Next, no, not a stranger is the word I'm looking for. Not a stranger to the award virtual stage. From the Ministry of Education, congratulations to Ali Al-Yafi'i. Ali has made outstanding contributions by providing a safe educational environment amid COVID-19 to all universities and schools in the country. The ministry has, under his guidance, undertaken many initiatives aimed at developing a digital education system capable of adapting to all the changes caused by the pandemic. The ministry supports the application of smart education in the UAE with many innovative technologies, such as artificial intelligence and big data. Alf Mabruk, congratulations, Ali Al-Yafi'i. Next, from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Bahrain, congratulations to Ali Jassim Ahmed Al-Aradi. Ali is the brain behind the project that allows the ministry to more efficiently manage resources while improving the experience for all stakeholders and enhancing the quality delivery of citizen services, which aims to enhance communication between the ministry's missions and citizens. He has established a secure e-link between the ministry and its diplomatic and consular missions around the world, and the implementation of an AI project by introducing the first government chatbot, Ask MOFA. Congratulations, Ali. What a great achievement. Next, our winner is from the Ministry of Interior in Qatar, Mfarraj Al-Hajeri. Mfarraj is the head of communications department, responsible for planning and creating the roadmap and strategy for the MOI's 112 systems. It is aimed at evolving and digitizing it from a voice-based solution to a totally next-gen national security responding and dispatching system to serve the state of Kuwait and all its population. This is based on centralizing and interconnecting all departments under MOI, such as traffic, ambulance, civil defense, health, and centralizing all the applications on top of an advanced network infrastructure. What a great achievement, Mufarraj. Congratulations on your win today. Next, our winner from another ministry. But this ministry is the Ministry of Finance and National Economy. Congratulations, Ahmed Muhammad Hassan Buhaza. Ahmed has transformed the largest enterprise financial system used in the kingdom's ministry and governmental agencies. He has eliminated paper at the source in line with MOFNE's Go Green policy and eased the process of tracking and following up. He has also automated the procurement process and invoice workflow, which reduced the time taken to procure the pay cycle. He has reduced the time taken to the procure to pay cycle and manage systems and corresponding DR systems without any downtime, benefiting 75 organizations and 3,485 users. I love the exactness in your numbers. Congratulations, Ahmed. Well-deserved recognition of your efforts. Our next winner, Mr. Khalfan Matar Al-Hassani from the Monitoring and Control Center in the UAE. As part of its COVID-19 response plan, the center has deployed thermal cameras in border ports in less than a week. These became the first-line detection systems and paved the way for defining the first response procedures to combat the spread of COVID-19 across the Emirate. The center also integrated over 2,000 locations to monitor for elevated body temperatures in a central dashboard. The project contributes to the efforts the country's leadership are taking in faster recovery and back to normalcy as a nation. Congratulations to the MCC, and most importantly, congratulations to Khalfan. Well-deserved recognition of your achievements last year. Our next winner is Mohannad Hanewi from NAFCO. NAFCO relies on the cloud for business agility and provides its employees access to data from any location. As part of this, Mohannad has recently completed a major security transformation project. This included the implementation of cloud-based email security gateways, data leakage prevention, next-gen endpoint solutions, next-gen firewalls, enabling the business to operate in a secure environment. A lot of next-gen technology in there. Congratulations, Mohannad. NAFCO is now secure and proud. Alf Mabruk. Our next winner, a dear friend, is Nawaf Al-Sahan from the National Information Center in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Nawaf has led the team that developed NIC's new centralized cloud platform known as Deem Cloud. The platform helps government agencies accelerate progress to smart government in line with the goals of Saudi Vision 2030. The platform, which is built on VMware solutions, enables the delivery of shared services across government agencies, innovation in new e-government solutions, and major efficiencies across departments, while residents benefit from innovative, smart e-government services, including healthcare applications. Alf Mabruk, congratulations, Nawaf. Well-deserved recognition. Our next winner today is from Petrofac, George Yapin. George has introduced RPA, robot process automation, in Petrofac's supply chain management to automate manual and repetitive tasks, and rolled out applications called Petrofac Go to communicate with offshore staff. He has also moved many workloads and associated databases to cloud environments to improve resilience of business-critical applications and extend DR compliance for them at no additional cost. Great news. Congratulations, George. You deserve the win. Our next winner, all the way from Ramadan Academy. Congratulations to Khamis Awad Abulani. With over 25 years of experience in ICT leadership, Khamis has and was responsible for building Ramadan Academy's whole IT infrastructure from the ground up when it moved to a new campus in 2015. He built a new data center, established education systems for teaching, and has recently implemented new ERP systems with 7 education-specific applications, such as learning management, student information systems, curriculum management, and several others. What a great achievement. It is no easy feat to implement an ERP system, let alone build a new data center. Congratulations, Khamis. Well deserved win at CXO 50 2021. Next, we have a winner from Saji from Rack Ceramics. Congratulations, Saji Omen. Saji has done some major architecture changes at Rack Ceramics to lay the foundation, no pun intended, for digital transformation. This includes migration of all application instances to Azure's cloud, implementation of Industry 4.0 for proactive energy management, and predictive maintenance with AI and IoT, along with intelligent quality management. The company has recently migrated to SAP's S4 HANA platform. This helped the company to consolidate its systems landscape and also helped transform the current transactional technology to a digital business enabler. Congratulations, Saji. Our next winner from RAC as well, from the RAC Human Resources Department. Our winner is Dr. Muhammad Abdul Latif Khalifa Al-Shahi. The Ras Al Khaimah Human Resource Department, under the leadership of Dr. Muhammad, implemented the hybrid cloud HR solutions for the RAC government. RAC HR required a single unique cloud solution for 3,100 employees and expected to grow to 5,700 employees by the time the project is completed. More than 340 HR transactions have been moved to the cloud. The first government entity in the Middle East to achieve this record. Congratulations, Dr. Mohammed. What a great achievement. Another winner, guess what, from Ras Al Khaimah, from RAC Wastewater Association. Our next winner is Walid Abdurrahman Muhammad. Walid was instrumental in driving RAC Wastewater Association's implementation of Infor Enterprise Asset Management Solutions to boost the efficiency of the company's operations and maximize the value of its assets and help improve water sustainability in the UAE. More than 3,300 assets, including thousands of pumps, motors, and pipes, have now been logged and entered into the system. By doing the right preventive maintenance at high quality, RAC WA is now able to keep the assets running at optimal performance with less corrective maintenance and fewer costs. This will play a major role in helping RAC WA achieve its aim of a 30% in its operational costs for collecting and treating 1 cubic meter of wastewater by 2020. Congrats. Our next winner comes to us from Sadad Electronic Payment Systems. Congratulations to Fru Christian Bills. Fru biggest achievement is ensuring successful attacks are zero to the network of the organization. He successfully led the organization to obtain the industry-leading standard for payment, PCI DSS, and has also recently helped to obtain ISO 27001 Information Security Management Certification. During the COVID outbreak and ensued work from home directive, he structured the network architecture so that the organization has a successful work from home with no impact to the business and no cybersecurity threats. Congratulations, Fru. Well-deserved achievement. Our next winner, Mohammed Felamban from the Saudi Industrial Development Fund. Mohammed has chalked out Saudi Industrial Development Fund's vision to adapt a set of standards and rules that ensure optimal functionality and best delivery of mission. In line with the Saudi National Transformation Program, And as part of SIDF digital transformation strategy that he's overseen, Falamban has recently implemented an enterprise service management solution from Micro Focus, consolidating all the service requests under one service portal, covering IT, help desk, HR, legal, and facilities management departments. He has also adopted the latest technologies in the DevOps domain, building on native built-in capabilities of the upgraded technologies of application lifecycle management, functional testing, and performance testing. Wow. They're doing not only DevOps, but also ESM. Congratulations to the Saudi Industrial Development Funds, and special congratulations to Mohammed. Great achievement. Our next winner from Skelmore Group, Anish Varghese. Congratulations. Anish is responsible for the delivery of all IT projects across the group portfolio in 15 companies that are in the diverse industries such as travel and tourism, automotive, hospitality, healthcare, information technology, and fashion retail. He has recently completed a major IT cost consolidation project that helps reduce costs by approximately 38% at group level without compromising on the quality. He has also identified best-of-breed systems and tied up different technological solutions to build a complete digital ecosystem, which helped with business and continuity, even during the pandemic-related disruptions. Congratulations, Anish. Skelmore Group is happy to have you with it. Well-deserved recognition of your achievements. Next, our winner from Standard Chartered, Hamad Abdel Razik. A highlight of Hamad's role as CIO of Standard Chartered AME is aiming the bank's and agility amid the COVID-19 pandemic and addressing the technological commitments necessary. It was instrumental in Standard Chartered's ability to continue supporting its clients, stakeholders, and communities through existing digital capabilities that accommodated for the unprecedented challenges posed by the global crisis. From the outset of the pandemic, the bank was well prepared to address the need of its consumers and leverage its robust digital capabilities to do so, with 98% of payment transactions being routed electronically and with 96% STP rates. Standard Chartered has been able to support clients during COVID-19 without any interruptions, even with minimal staffs operating from their offices. What a great achievement. Congratulations to Mohammed. Our next winner comes to us from Specialized by STC in Saudi. Congratulations, Mishal Al-Otaibi. Mishal was instrumental in building cybersecurity governance, risk, and compliance function, and helped the company reduce budget by 16% as a result of efficient resources management. Also, Specialized has not faced any major attack, knock on wood, due to effective threats intelligent management, and was established by Mishal, the Threat Intelligent Management System. STC SC follows secure by design methodology for its systems and has a robust business continuity and DR plan in place, which helped the company to ensure there are no disruptions to business during the pandemic. Alf Mabruk, Mishal. Congratulations on your award. Next, from Zayed University, our winner is Nadia Obeid Al-Kabanji. During the pandemic, education institutes were faced with the challenge of quickly deploying new solutions to ensure students have uninterrupted access to quality education. Zayed University has adopted a host of new technologies including collaboration tools, to continue operating business as usual. The university provides immersive learning experiences, and all courses and programs across the university's 8 colleges have been equipped with the tools and technology to allow students to participate virtually if required through online learning platforms such as Blackboard, Zoom, Cisco WebEx, and Microsoft Teams. Alf Mabrouk. Congratulations, Nadia. Well-deserved recognition of your efforts. And our last winner of today, Ask Buhairi. Congratulations. Definitely last, but absolutely not least, Ali has implemented several technologies for providing better patient care and to enhance their healthcare experience at Zuleika Hospital, such as health management information systems, laboratory information systems, business intelligence too. Recently, Ali's team implemented an automated robotic pharmacy. The system is capable of dispensing medication automatically. It utilizes robotic technology to prepare and track medication, and this technology allows the pharmacy to maintain high quality care and improve their efficiency and patient services. The project has increased operational efficiency by proving fast and accurate medicine dispensing while reducing error rates. The fully automated robotic pharmacy and drug distribution system automates the storage, the dispensing, the return, the restocking, and the crediting of unit doses. What a great achievement. If you are in the UAE, I highly recommend you visit Zuleika Hospital just to see the robotic pharmacy. Congratulations, Ali Asghar. You are a big winner and well-deserved recognition for your efforts this year. So with that, it brings us to the end of our award ceremony today. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. I hope you enjoyed our platinum sponsor VMware's presentation, Jeevan's panels, first with customer end user leaders in the IT space sharing their practical advice. Then our panel with the vendors trying to understand the cybersecurity landscape and how it has evolved and transformed and shifted left in the past year. And then at the end, congratulations. If you're a winner, well-deserved recognition. Like I said, we did over 100 submissions, and we had to choose just 50. So thank you so much for participating, whether you won or not. Efforts. It's been a tough year. It's been a tough year for everyone. But I want to especially thank our sponsors, especially thank our judging panel, and most importantly, we need to thank CXO Insights. They have been a great team, very supportive, working through all. It looks a lot easier what they have been able to achieve with this virtual award ceremony. So there's a lot of work that goes behind it. I want a big thank you to all of them for organizing, for inviting, for selecting the judges, for collecting the nominations, for shortlisting them, and for choosing the winners. So again, we hope to see you next year at the 4th edition of the CXO 50s. Congrats to all the winners. And remember, you will receive your trophy in the next couple of weeks. We will be physically mailing those out to you. And thanks again to the sponsors. Without you, this event would not have been possible. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.